Hey gang, Crystal Hive is live. I've got a couple new things to share with everyone. Thanks to Sky Jedi, the Archon Matrix is live on my channel, so huge thanks to Sky Jedi. A couple commands that you can use. I don't want to go through all of them, but if you want to check out what you can do with that bot, check out my About section on my Twitch page and check under chat commands. It'll list all that stuff in there. But as Vault Boy is figuring out, you can do exclamation sealed, and it'll list you 2 random decks from the Master Vault, and you can just click the links to access those pages. But today I don't have any specific theme. I'm not playing in a tournament. Today is the last chance qualifier for the Crazy Killing Machine Season 2 for Keyforge Premier League. I scrubbed out like crazy last week and was thinking about playing today, but the format is Triad. Triad tournaments make for very, very, very long days. And on top of that, you end up going with, I'm losing my train of thought here. You have to pick 3 decks, 1 from each different set, and then you have to play up 2 of 3. It gets rough. That was the Vault Tour format for Denver, and it was a very long day. And I didn't want to miss another day of streaming. Vault Boy, if you got another deck for me to play, I'll play it. I also have a couple fun things starting next week on Friday. Fridays are going to be Friday Night Battle Royale. So I'm just going to sit and chat with everyone. I'm not going to play any games unless someone challenges me to a match. And if someone challenges me, then they get to pick the format. Ooh, why is it doing that announcement? Just ignore that. I'm going to turn that off real quick. I don't have new merch yet. I'm working on it, but it's not quite available. Let me turn off that auto chat notification. Chat commands. Okay, that should fix it. Let's see. See, that's why I love this bot though, is it makes it so much easier for me to play decks that followers want me to play. So you can just, link the deck name just like Vault Boy did, and I can click the link, open up the Master Vault page. I'm going to copy the name here. And import it. Oh, I copied the name. I need to copy the URL. There we go. Okay, let's give this one a look. So it's a Dismarsh Shadows with a fuckload of routine jobs. That is awesome. I don't own a single deck, with a routine job. So this will be fun. Yay for Saturday streams. I love Saturday streams. They're just so relaxed. Fridays are gonna be no holds barred. Let's see, Anguish. I love Anguish. It's a hard card to learn to play well. It's deceptively strong. 2 banishes. Double Poltergeist is great in this meta. There's a lot of Heart of the Wild, or Heart of the Forest. I've been getting absolutely obliterated by Book of IEQ. 'Q. So this Poltergeist would be great to get rid of that. All right, let's go ahead and give this a try. Beginner game. I don't want to join a beginner game. I just want to join casual queues today. And to build some hype for next week as well, so I've got Friday night battle royales, and it'll be a battle royale and a just chatting stream. So between matches, just sit and chat about Dark Tidings, expectations of the game, just talk about anything and everything Keyforge. I'm gonna mulligan this. Mother Gun's not a bad card right now. Yeah, I'll go Mars and drop Mother Gun. But I've got a whole bunch. I don't want to tell anyone what they are, but I've got a ton of new goodies that will be live for next week. I'm going to work all week on getting all that stuff live, and hopefully everyone likes the changes I'm making. Oh, I did say goodies. I say goodies. And now I do want to... Okay. Let's see. So I don't know if you can see it, just because newer to the affiliate range, but let me go Mars. Sorry, I can't talk and think today. Got a little bit of a hangover. It's all right. We're gonna drop Ixox Dominator, and I'm going to Hypno Beam that Gron, and then put a fixed finger over there. Yeah, so I have a new subscriber banner. Goober and I had a few too many Jello shots last night for dessert, and I went a little overboard. Oh, look, what? Nice. Mortivis, thank you for upgrading. Now, if you chat, I don't know if your founder sub will stay that way. I think your founder badge is taking place of the new subscription badge. It's still new to all this, so every week there's kind of going to be some new stuff I'm testing out, so it's going to take a little while, but I'm going to... There you go. Look at the new subscriber badge. Look at the little Martian guy. Look at the cute little sparkly Martian. I think I can turn off the founder's badge. I just need to find out where to do it. Yeah, gotta keep flexing, man. Ooh. Let's see. Vault Boy, if you subscribe now, you should still be a founder. I think founder is the first 10 subscribers. So Goober, Orion, and Mortivis are my 3 first followers. So even if it's the first 5, Vault Boy, you should be able to grab a founder badge as well. I'm gonna play Old Yerk, discard Umbra, and a routine job. And I'm going to banish E on the fringes, and then I'm going to play a Nefru. Do I want to play Unlock Gateway right now? I don't think I do. And so the Sparkly Martian Goober is the tier 3. However, I get tier 3 just because I'm the streamer, so I automatically get the maximum badge. So at tier 1, it's just a Martian, no sparkles. Tier 2 is a Martian with silver sparkles. And then tier 3 is the gold yellow sparkles. I'm planning to but have midstream breaks in all my streams now. Just give myself some time to stretch and not sit for all day because I've been painting a lot of miniatures as well. You should be able to get with the Prime Gaming subscription. I think what Mortivis and I believe is happening is the founder badge is taking place of the subscription badge. So it's probably something on my end that I need to look into when I take a break and just see how to replace the founder badge. Yeah. The founder badge, I think for the first full month, the founder badge shows. And then after after your 1 month subscription ends, then it should not downgrade, but it should change to the Martian head. I'm going to Mars. Let's go Mother Gun with a Zookeeper. Let's put a ray gun on fixed finger. Remove the stun. Let's reap and hit. Let's hit Rock Hurling Giant for 3 because I don't want them to hit my Zookeeper. Yeah, I'm pulling shit out of my ass here. Mortivis. I'm Googling while I'm playing here. Settings, security. There's a lot of things to do on the back end. So for people that don't stream, no, you get the Martian head upon your initial subscription. So I have to turn it off. I just looked it up. I can hide the founder's badge after a month, in the first month. So let me go to the web page it's telling me to go to. Okay, so this is a setting that everyone else can do. This is not a one that I would do for you. Vault Boy, thanks for the follow, man, and the subscription. What? Okay, I'm gonna go Mars again. Or am I? I'm gonna go Shadows. Let's drop a Yancey Gang, a Ronnie, and then a routine job. I will steal 2, I believe. Yep. Welcome to the Psychic Network. Hope you enjoy being part of the Crystal Hive here, Vault Boy. Okay, so I posted a link for anyone that wants to turn off their founder badge. Follow that link. Scroll all the way to the bottom. It is the last possible option on the page, and it's a little toggle switch that says hide founder badge. It'll turn off. It says do not follow or do not show founder badge in channels where you are eligible. So that will turn off the badge if anyone wants to see their little Martian head. Yeah, go ahead and keep yours. It's up to you. It's a setting that you change for yourself, so I don't have any control of it. So you can do whatever you want. You gotta, not even low key, you got a high key flex that you're a founder for the Crystal Hive. Let's go blue key. I kind of just want to start fucking around with dis here. So I'm gonna go charrette. Boom. See, look at that. It worked. It worked. I know what I'm doing. I should have put streak out there first. Oops. And then I'm gonna have Nefru. It's gonna reap. You're so greedy. Well, you only get 3 badges. You can't show more than 3. But the longer you subscribe, that Martian gets a little bling. And I've messed with my microphone settings, so I've bumped my microphone sensitivity up. Does my voice sound more clear compared to the volume of the music? Do I pop out more than the music than usual? Red alert, okay. So thanks for some amber. I want these alerts. What are these alerts doing? Boo. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to do a verbal shout out because the alerts won't reping themselves. Gustavo Kalka. Thank you for following the channel. Welcome to the Crystal Hive. And Diabolic Tutor 1. Same thing. Welcome to the Crystal Hive. Thanks for the follow. Every little bit helps. Yeah, this is a really interesting deck. I've never played a deck with a Nefru, and I don't own any decks with routine job. So if I play this routine job, I'm gonna steal 3, which feels much better than this swindle. And I'm stacking my Mars for now, because I can start nuking my line and gaining Amber for it as long as Nefru's out. Yellow key. Oh boy. Oh boy. So let me go. I'm gonna go dis. I'm gonna let them have a key right now, because I want to kill Nefru. And then I'm going to banish. Oh, I can't play actions. Well, then that changes my entire turn. Well, I wasn't paying attention. What did they play? Stealth mode? Yeah, there it is. Hot damn. It's definitely a really interesting list, Blazing Archon. It doesn't seem... I mean, the Shadows just screams at me, holy shit, lots of steel, but the other lists are control-y enough without being the sole way I gain Amber, which has been really cool. Oh, opponent, you should forge your key. Just give them another 30 seconds before I start pestering them. There we go. Well, then this deck is old news, man. I've played a couple of my decks that took me to a Vault Tour on stream. They did not hold up well. They did not age with future sets. So all the Coda stuff that I had that was top tier, excuse me, is maybe mid-range now. They still have pretty good SAS. Problem is they can't keep a board, and they can't handle a huge board. A lot of the Vault Tour, I think the largest board I saw was 7 creatures. So just in that meta and the area and just the sets, there weren't a lot of really wide boards, so the decks that I played could handle it. And yeah, absolutely right now, a large board and having ways to clear your opponent's large boards are very much the meta. It'll be interesting to see when Dark Tidings comes out, to see how boards are impacted, especially with the way Unfathomable is going to control by exhausting. I have seen a couple leaked cards that have poison trait in Unfathomable, so it'll be interesting that they can handle boards potentially without needing a board clear because of the poison trait. So I'm really curious to see all that pan out. I'm gonna go dis. Banish. I'm gonna banish Buzzle, and then we're gonna unlock the gateway. You really think MM's gonna wreck Dark Tiding? What makes you say that? Is it just because Mass Mutation has a lot of play effects? Gotta crack my... I mean, so if you're looking for Amber Rush, why would a Coda Amber Rush not be able to beat Dark Tiding then? In terms of Amber Rush decks, I still think Coda is the fastest. But it definitely falls prey to Infernus really hard because it's all on bonus pips versus play effects. Let's go Mars. That's Mother Gun for 3. That's Orbital Bombardment for 4. Mars first. That Collector Worm. I thought that was a crying cat you posted, Cooper. It's a scaredy cat. Yeah, I mean, so Mass Mutation... Then the argument becomes, is it really Mass Mutation that is going to hurt DT? Or are they heavily enhanced Mass Mutation decks, which is a very small niche of the decks in this set? Are those what's going to really hurt Dark Tidings? Because if it's the heavy pips, then my argument, I'm going to repeat my argument about it then being more being about the rush, which then Coda can do very effectively. I'll play one of my Coda Rush decks today. It's not perfect, but it's a very strong one. I'm gonna play Shadows. Yeah. Should I swindle? I'll swindle. Put me at checkmate. Yeah, so if it's the pips, then the argument is just, okay, any rush deck, it actually wouldn't even be exclusive to Coda or Mass Mutation. It would just be any rush deck could give Dark Tidings a hard time. Especially because Dark Tiding isn't going to have Infernus. And so Infernus is a pretty hard counter to any pip rush deck. There's some rush decks I've seen that rely on reap effects and protecting their board. I think those will still be very strong, but anything that relies on pips, they get hurt pretty hard by Infernus, and by House of Dis not being in Dark Tidings, we are either going to see more Infernus decks and more non-DT decks being played in competitive play, or we're going to see the meta transition away from the Infernus meta. And I'm curious what that would mean then. I do not want to continue. We're going to leave game. Yeah, I forget the name of it. There's an artifact that was spoiled to one of the content creators from Dark Tidings, and it's an unfathomable artifact. When your opponent forges a key, they exhaust all of their creatures. So it's a guaranteed, okay, when you forge a key, have fun doing basically nothing this turn. And it gives me a turn to reset the tempo and try and grab that tempo from you again. So I'm really hope I get some decks with that artifact. I'm gonna quick join. Go ahead and start. Gonna play my single attempt at a rush deck. I don't own any crazy rush decks. This is my closest. Problem is there's no key cheat. So by my definition, a deck that doesn't have a key cheat isn't really a true rush deck. But this one's close. Yeah, I think that's going to be the really new mechanic that's going to make Dark Tiding difficult for newer players, is learning that balance between, do I leave the tide alone? Do I play the tide? Or, like, do I bring a Dark Tiding deck just so I can manipulate the tide? Do I play a non-DT deck and just sacrifice and grab 3 chains at some point? It's going to be a very interesting mechanic for players to learn, to play with well. There we go. Got some rush pieces here. Smith, a Dust Pixie, a Flaxia. Nice. Oh, they played 2. Okay, so I guess we're going... Whew. That shuts down both my bursts, so... Let's go Brobnar, because I'm going to smash that Kirby Rogue Ogre. Another fucking Kirby. Okay. Got a really nice Untamed line here. Hunting Witch, Dust Pixie, Flaxia, and then Nature's Call to bounce these 2. I like that word dinking. Let's go Untamed, Hunting Witch. Access denied. Okay, so Rogue Ogre can't reap. So then we're going to go Dust Pixie. 4/4. So Flaxia will give me 3. We're going to Nature's Call. Dust Pixie, Flaxia. And let's get rid of... I don't like how... oh man. Let's get rid of Scout Pete. And just like that, I'm at 13 Amber on turn 2. Yeah, and that's going to be the trick. I think the most important information that a player can learn about the Dark Tidings lists, and it's going to be a feat to memorize all these, but learning what cards in what houses raise the tide. Because you don't want to take 3 chains just to have your opponent play a card and be like, oh, great, you just moved the tide back up, and now I have 3 chains for no reason. Like, that's just gonna feel really bad. Really bad. I'm gonna play War Song. I'm gonna play Follow the Leader. I'm gonna play Smith. I'm gonna have Rogue Ogre fight Kirby. Smash fight Kirby. Flaxia fight Gloriana's Attendant. We're at check at 6 again, turn 3. The problem with this deck is any type of disruption, like discard, purge, board clear. Board clear is not terrible. I can't maintain a board at all. This deck does not have a strong board presence. But fuck it, let's go logos. Let's hit EP. Let's go Time Traveler. Nice. Let's go Fogify. And then a Bat Drone. So I know that I'm going to probably create some way to quiz myself on the new Dark Tidings cards. Anything that has the text Raise Tide, I will try and memorize that it has Raise Tide. I think that Keyforge has a lot of onus on knowing your matchups and the luck of the draw of those matchups. So if you know we're at checkmate on turn 5, is it? Yeah. If you know your matchups, then you have a better advantage, because if you see a Dark Tiding deck on the other side of the table from you and you know what cards to avoid when they raise tide, you'll have a much better idea of when you should take that tide away and grab the chains for it. They want a rematch, we're doing it. Yeah, I got some awesome draw in that game. So let's see what I can do on the second attempt. Help from Future Self is okay. I don't really like seeing this before I see the Time Traveler. I am going second, so I'm gonna mulligan. That's okay. It's gonna be a much slower start this time. So let's go. I'm gonna go Brobnar. Let's drop the Rogue Ogre and discard Follow the Leader. So you gain 2 from Gloriana's with Song of the Wild. And Lost in the Woods. I'm okay with that, because we're gonna go Logos. We're gonna EP. Crazy Killing Machine. Bump a whole bunch of Amber Pips there. Kelly, happy Saturday. The forging goes pretty well. I am 2-2 or 2-0 for the day. And now that I said that, I'm totally gonna curse myself. Yes, I do not want a Killing Machine. I was just announcing that I've got some whole bunch of new goodies to show everyone next week. Yeah, I absolutely jinxed it. I got some new goodies for everyone next week. Friday are going to be now Friday night battle royales, so you can challenge me to a game. Costs you 100 channel points, so you watch me for, trying to figure it out, 100 minutes, so an hour and a half, you get 100 points. So you can challenge me pretty quickly, but in that you can pick the format, and you can honestly you could say, hey, reversal, go, You can say, I mean, honestly, you can pick whatever, to be honest. I do want to give the caveat, if you say, hey, your deck must have this house mix, I'm open to that too. There's some, the chat command is in my channel, but is not going live until next week. But past that, I've got quite a bit of other things to show everyone next week. Just kind of using February as a nice soft rollout of some new cool stuff. How are things in your neck of the woods, Kelly? Let's see. Played Cephalous, played Ghost Talk, played Savage Clash. I need you to play one more creature. Play one more creature. Yes. All right. Lifeweb's online. And they're going to Resurgence and play some more, so Lifeweb is definitely on. A long weekend. Is there a holiday on Friday or Monday, or did you take some days off? Oof, double Cephalous. Okay. So I do match them at 3. So I'm going to go untamed again. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Had to get rid of your vacation days before they become scrap. All I have to say is, where the fuck is Orion? It's a Saturday. Cool. So we're gonna go Brobnar, Bumpsy, Gauntlet Command. I should have played Heave the Huge first, but whatever. Let's go Smash. Let's hit, just in case, let's stun Lummyloo, and let's play Smith. Get to that check. They're keeping pace with me this game. I must have gotten an amazing draw compared to them. I'm going to go Brobnar. Let's go Crump. Smash to stun the Cephalous. Let's go War Song. And let's just start fighting. Heave the Huge is going to fight that Cephalous. Smash is going to fight that Cephalous. Bumpsy is going to Reap. And then Gauntlet Command is going to have Crump fight Lummyloo. Yeah, I'm going to hold Coward's End. Yeah, I was Kelly's first. But what's funny is Kelly doesn't have a founder badge, Mortivis, so you can wave that in her face. And Kelly, wasn't it? We met because before COVID, but we are in each other's like semi-local, or at that point we're in each other's semi-local play groups. And yeah, so we were in each other's semi-local play groups, and I think I just in passing mentioned that I was a streamer. Yeah, we were both in the Denver area. Gotcha. I double Flaxia, I get 4 amber, 5 from reaping with Murmuk. But if I go Brobnar, I get a lot more. And I'll just reap with Brobnar too. So let's play Brobnar. None of these have. We're just gonna reap across the board. Let's drop a Rogue Ogre. And then let's see, you can't fight. So Rogue Ogre is going to Gauntlet a command to hit. Boy. Do I hit Kirby or do I hit Zenzi? I think I hit Kirby for the efficiency. And then Rogue Ogre will capture and heal. Oh yeah, Team SAS was all over the Denver Vault Tour. Eric from Team SAS used to live in Loveland, and I played him a couple times in person. So it was really cool. He was the one that, that little fucker was the one that knocked me out of the top 16. So it still felt good. He doesn't live out here anymore. He lives somewhere in the Midwest, but it feels good to have been knocked out of the Denver Vault Tour by a former Coloradoan. Yeah, but I mean, Mortivus, it's Boulder. It's Boulder. Does that mean you're a trust fund baby? I have to ask the obvious. I don't want to pay 8. I'm just gonna go Untamed and push. Flaxia, Flaxia, Snufflegator. I act like I am. I am not a Colorado native either, but I've been out here for at least, I think I'm coming up on my 10-year mark in a couple months. So I'm a Midwest transplant. I had to get the hell out of the Midwest. GG. Leave game. I'm 3-0. I didn't jinx myself for that one at least. Competitive queue, that one's locked. I like to sit and just wait and see what opens. I'll play some competitive, I'll play some casual. Let's play a competitive. I've really been loving this Prof Croc deck. Gordon Prof Croc Fauteuil. Where did it go? So triple Lilithal, Candle Unit, Groupthink Tank for some damage, lots of capture. It's got a Spartosaur for its somewhat reliable board clear, and a couple ways to kill my own creatures to trigger my Spartosaur. I've got a Graft, and where is it? The Reassembling Automaton with all this capture is awesome. What is that? So see what their deck lists, because this deck does not want to see an opponent that has the ability to bounce creatures. Nothing in Shadows. Nice, nothing in Untamed. The harder they come is fine, because I'll just keep my Automaton at 3 or less. So I can, in this matchup, I can absolutely abuse my Automaton. I'm gonna type it. Mortivus is judging you for not playing the Great Martian Race. I'm gonna mulligan. And I am going to, do they have out of hand damage? 2 Relentless Whispers. And some Cooperative Hunting. So they do have some out-of-hand damage. Let's go Logos. Try and get Babbling Bibliophile out. Well, I'm just going to use Bibliophile all I can. Two of the hugest Mars fans are not playing Mars because Mars is broken bad right now. I mean, the only Martian list that I see that does well competitively as an archetype is the Genka decks, and I don't own a Genka deck. Alright, let's go Dis. We are going Library. Let's go Creeping Oblivion to go through my opponents and kill those regrowths. Dendrix, Lilfall. If I had great Mars decks, I would probably almost exclusively play Mars. I think they have such a cool theme across their cards. I did listen to that interview. Yeah, they couldn't, what was it? They couldn't quite get the balance of the gnomes quite right. They replaced it because if they reskinned it, there's the Martian Tinkerer and Ixaly Fixfinger, but as a whole, what I remember was that the Martian was a kind of like a back burner idea, and then people couldn't, or in testing they couldn't quite fully balance it, so they went with Mars, and I think the gnomish one is on the back burner. So let's go Phalanx Strike, kill that. Hit Witch of the Eye, and then let's move that over there. Couldn't quite keep them off a key. There he is, Mr. Orion himself. Yeah, but see, the only person in this stream that matters is Goober, because she's the only one that's showing off the Martian face. Yeah, see? Goober's rocking the Martian. She's the only one that matters. I mean, there's a few other reasons why she matters more than everyone else, but, you know, semantics. So, we've got Speed Sigil. Oh, man. This is a rough choice here. So, I'm gonna go Logos. Fight Witch of the Eye. Trigger Prefectus Ludo first. Put a Tauntaun on the right. Yeah, so you're new to the whole state. So the Founder badge takes precedence over other badges. If you want to turn off your Founder badge and show the Martian head in place, go click that link Orion and scroll to the absolute bottom, the very last option, toggle the hide founder tag, toggle that on, and then you'll show off your Martian. Let's go dis, rock gub. Should have done that differently, but okay. Let's go Lilithal, then Lilithal. Let's Library of the Damned on Graft. I'm gonna discard. Yeah. That that was Mortivus and Vault Boys flex. They're like, nah, I'm keeping the founder badge. Oh, and the key charge. There we go. Discard. I'm gonna go blue. Let's go dis. Well, yes to my archives. So let's exhume this babbling bibliophile because he will come in play ready. Not that it matters because I'm off turn, but who cares? Then I'm going to fight the pixie, rock gub, discard misery, and archive graft again. Well, Kelly, you don't have a founder badge because you don't feel like giving me money. It's pretty much what it boils down to. And for my subscribers, huge thank you for everyone that, whether it's through Prime Gaming or through anything else, I am very wow. I am diligently working in the background, Goober can attest to it, to get some awesome subscriber exclusive things like emotes. There are some, I don't know if I have it activated. I think I have some channel sounds. You should have the sound alert panel on the right. If you don't, definitely need for me to work on that. I am very diligently working on getting some exclusive stream subscription rewards for everybody. Let's do the left. Let's ward Odoak. Let's put that there. Let's ready. And have him reap. Play another golden spiral. Check at 6. That's nice. Yeah, especially when they're 1v1 games, having a really nice even number of your group of players is really, really helpful. Okay. I'm gonna go Logos. Just trying to think about this. So if I go Logos, who do I want to go out first? Probably Hapsis. I guess that's not ultimately going to matter. I don't have any out-of-house actions. Yeah, I don't have any out-of-house actions. I can abuse my Saurian here pretty easily. And Raider Gallum will come in ready. I'm going to go Logos. Take my archives. We're going to play Graft just for shits and giggles. I'm going to drop Twin Bolt Mission. Let's hit both those. Let's just go on and put Hapsis down. I'm just going to Reap with him. Then Quant and Candle Unit. And then I'm just going to fight. Let's hit Perfectus Ludo to get the Amber off and move to the right. This is such a crazy cool combo, Perfectus Ludo with the Automaton, because I can just, whatever Amber is on the Automaton, pitch it, and then move him to as the replacement effect for his destroyed. And I've not played Unmatched. I have been really, really enjoying Chroma. So if anyone plays any other digital card games, I was big into Gwent until for 3 full fucking sets, Gwent just made 0 balance changes. They made some hot fixes. Yeah, and even if they board clear here, like I've just got my entire Saurian line plus my Automaton, so it's a really cool destroyed trigger stack. But yeah, I've not heard of what Unmatched is. Well, double Speed Citadel against Saurian, but also this specific Saurian list because it's crazy. Yeah, just for the sake of closing this game out, we're going Saurian. So I'm dropping Raider Gallum first, ready him. Then we're going to pop a Tricerian Legionary to the right and ward him. I'm going to Reap. I will Exalt, because I don't know if my opponent's holding that key charge, or if they have a way to draw through their deck to find it. I'm going to Exalt this, and we're going to do Sanctum. And Reap, 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 Reap. I'm going to ready and use to Reap. I'm going to ready and use to Reap. We're going to Tribute. And I'm not going to continue. Check at 12. Oh man, now you know why I love this deck. It's without being a straightforward oppressive deck, if I can get this line, the Saurian line, set up well, and my opponent doesn't have the ability to get rid of that Spartosaur, then I own the board. And these double golden spirals are crazy because I can stack that on my Automaton and use him just to fight over and over again if I need to. This deck has some really cool synergy, and it's not my best ranked deck at all in terms of stats for SAS and Arc, but it is quickly becoming my favorite deck that I own. Speed Sigil is a hard card to play. You have to really know your opponent's deck. And I have a really good Speed Sigil deck that unfortunately I sit there and 9 out of 10 matches I just discard the Speed Sigil because my opponent has better creatures. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna play a random sealed. We're going sealed. I'm just playing whatever the fuck I want today. I've got Phantasma, Dottoressa di Siepe Curiosa. Butchered that, but I think I sounded close. Double Fear, Gateway, Double Dominator. Restringuntus, okay. Triple Blinding Light, Double Library. This looks like a fun list. I don't know how strong. Not with this lineup, though. We're going to mulligan. Oh, it's a library access deck, too. I didn't even see that on the list. So I'm going to go... Mind Barb is good, but I want to do Sanctum. I want to try and not draw myself into a 2/2/2. Yeah, the Crystal Hive's playing Sealed. What the fuck? This piggybacks off of how the stuff I'm releasing next week. Pretty good morning. I got some good news this morning, so I'm having fun today. I got Blinding Light Mars end turn. And plus, totally, completely unrelated to Keyforge, I tried a new painting technique last night on some miniatures, and I slept on it, and it looks dope. Let's go Dis. Drop Bauble, drop a Gateway, drop a Mind Barb, drop a Charette. I mean, if you want to save that much, we'll just make that my channel intro. Fuck Sealed. God, it's so stupid. I'll stand by it. I still hate Sealed. I will play Sealed casually. I will almost exclusively play it online, though, because I do not have to dump money into a deck I will never play again. Ooh. They haven't played any Shadows yet. Ooh. Okay. Problem is, I don't want to drop Tolus with Restringuntus out, because if they kill Restringuntus, Tolus... Boo. Fuck it. Caution to the wind. Restringuntus. We are going to lock them out of Shadows. I'm going to reap a Charette, and I'm going to play Tolus. Like, I have nothing against the concept of Sealed. I would 100% enjoy Sealed if I didn't have such absolute atrocious luck with Sealed draws. I think the strongest Sealed deck I've ever opened was an SAS 61. And when you're in a field of, let's just even say it's Sealed single deck, and you're looking at your opponents, you get to 61. It's been proven, like, people have run numbers, and myself, I haven't done the math behind it, but there's a standard deviation curve to each box. Most of them are in the mid to high 60s. There's a couple above 70, and there's probably one or two below 60. But in general, ooh, nice Neurosiphon. Fiber Axis first. Babble. Oh, this is a really nice. Sorry, this is a really nice library. Yeah, so when you get the really shitty low 60 deck, you're just sitting there knowing that your opponent's going to do better than you because they have a stronger deck, unless they're a much less experienced player than you, and then you could still potentially beat them. I don't want to blind Logos because that's basically my entire board. So I don't have a lot of other artifacts. I don't believe I have one more Dominator, so I'm going to play Protectrix. I'm going to play Wild Wormhole. Let's draw first. Play a Tentacus to the right. And call that a very good turn. Oh man. There was the Prime, or was it? No, it was the Store Championship in about an hour drive from here, from where I live, and the Store Championship, it was double sealed, so 2 decks, choose one, play that through the whole day. I went 0-6, and I finally scanned my deck in at the end of the day. Its SAS was like in the 40s, and that was the better of the two. It was bad. Let's go Logos. Draw a card. Draw a card. Quixo will... Ganymede's actually going to fight Bruno, and then Quixo's going to fight Bruno. Draw a card. Probably should have paid attention that I grabbed the rocket boots, but it is what it is. Definitely was not paying attention there and screwed myself over. That's my big problem with sealed online too, is just I play very much with I don't care. Yeah, and that's exactly why I don't like sealed in high tier play. In high tier play, and this is my background, is I've played Dice Masters, I've played Star Wars Destiny, Game of Thrones card game 2nd edition. I own the 1st edition. I've not played it competitively. I started playing Game of Thrones card game when the 2nd edition released, and then Keyforge and a couple other games here and there, but those are the ones that I played more seriously. And my idea of high tier play, of competitive play, is give me a deck I know how to play, give me a deck that I have a ton of experience with, and let me be bested by better players. Some of it's a better deck too, but anything that's sealed, that is in a cash prize tournament or in a high tier level, I am not about that, because it doesn't showcase the player, it showcases the deck. And I think in high tier play it should be the opposite. Oh boy. So I'm gonna go Sanctum. Let's go ahead and play Hyel the Merchant. Let's play Protect the Weak on Tentacus. Blinding Light to stun Shadows. Blinding Light to stun Logos. Take hostages for shits and giggles, and Protectrix is going to reap and heal himself. And that's why I like sealed, and this to Orion, I like playing sealed casually. Like, I'll play 1 or 2 sealed tournaments in person. If I do well, awesome. If not, I was going into it expecting not to do well, so it doesn't really matter. But the whole part of it to me is sealed is for fun. Some people don't agree, and that's fine. I personally just believe that sealed is for fun. Let's go Dis. Let's go Dominator Bauble to have... let's just remove that stun. Let's Fear Bruno. Let's Fear Shadow Self. Tendrils of Pain. Probably should have just killed Bruno, but you know what? I'm not really paying attention, so oops. Yeah, I mean, if sealed is a way to get some more players to go to Worlds, I'm all for it. That is 100% true. Let's go. Blue Key, Sanctum. And Wizard, welcome to the channel again. We haven't scared you away just yet. Play to the right. Gonna have Protectrix reap and heal himself, and then we're gonna have Sergeant. Oops, sorry. Shield of Justice. Then we're gonna have Zakiel come in and have Protectrix fight. I mean, it ultimately doesn't matter because they're already in check, but yeah, I think I agree with that too. I think the core of Keyforge to have a balanced game is adaptive. You play my, or I play my deck, I play your deck, then the skill of bidding on chains comes in, which is a very legitimate skill in Keyforge competitive play, knowing how many chains each deck can handle. And I think that's the purest form. And actually that was the format of the Colorado Prime Championship that Orion ended up winning, was an adaptive format. But it does make for much longer days. Any format that makes for a best of 3 per round is going to be a much longer day. But I think Keyforge at its purest and most competitive should always be best of 3. What's short adaptive? Just like 4 rounds instead of 6. We're gonna join this casual game. What should I play? Casual. We're gonna go. I'm gonna play the Cat Burglar. Oh geez, I don't even know how long that day was. I'm just lucky that I have a personal, excuse me, I have a personal chauffeur. So Goober drives to those longer tournaments just because she's not playing, so she volunteers to drive so I can sleep. I'm gonna mulligan. Ooh. Let's go Logos and let's play Eclectic Inquiry. So I'd put a Stirring Grave and another EI. Mortivis, there's so much truth to that comment. Oh my god, I was just playing casual games throughout the week, and I got hit in casual, mind you. I was playing my Butcher Kim deck, which is a 68 SAS. I was playing against a 91 that had an official competitive chain-bound record of 8 chains. In casual, you know, just cool. I will take my archives. Let's go standardized testing, eclectic. Oop, I'm gonna actually play my card draws first, just in case. Get a good 3 card draw here, and then archive 2. Oh, that's a Snarette and a Cleansing Wave. That's a really good archive. That sounds like the worst kind of chaos in the best way. Okay, so short adaptive sounds like that kind of format. You would absolutely need to know how to bid properly. I'm not going to take my archives. Let's go Burning Glare. Let's hit Mugwump for 1 and then stun him. And then let's go Alice. Just going to capture those 2, so I will hold that Commandeer. Chaining out, man. Who is it Ugluk? Ugluk 4242? That has like this whole theory on bidding chains. that a lot of people use. Let's go logos. Let's play opposition research. Sorry, no to the archives. Reap. I'm going to discard a break key. Draw another card, which is a mark of dis, and then QMX will reap. Let's go. Yeah, I don't have any automated mods yet. So I'm gonna mod this piece of shit. Sorry. Report. Bot account. Submit and block. Close. I gotta do all this manually, so bear with me. Banned. Okay. Got 2 damaged creatures. I don't have any Sanctum to pull out though. So let's go this. Take my archives. Sure. I'll take that Snarette. So first, sorry, they played Sanctum that last turn. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Mark of Dis, lock them back into Sanctum. Let's Gateway. Snarette, Stirring Grave. And let's Stirring Grave to grab Demobot. Blue key. Then let's go Sanctum. No to the archives. Let's go Shoulder Armor on Snarette. I don't really need Commandeer right now still. So let's play Honorable Claim. I'm going to discard Cleansing Wave. Jesus. Creatures galore. Oh, and they shoulder or collar subordination? Shoulder subordination. So they're gonna, yeah, pitch all the amber. I get it, I get it. So let's go this again. Let's put an orb. And then my Demobot, or Demo Fiend. Now, I've got to do a couple things back end here, so I've got to take some notes. I've got to set up an automated spam filter because in order for the Archon Matrix bot to work, I have to allow all people to post. They don't need to be a follower anymore. So, spam filter bot. Stun your board. Stun your board. Oh, that's gross. So we're going logos. Take my archives. We're going to diametric charge. And drop some bots. Yes, I'm going to hit Snarette. Call that a good turn. Twitch just verified my report. Don't worry, that spammer is gone. There's no way I'm gonna beat this deck. My opponent's deck is just kicking my ass. So let's go dis. Mark of dis. I'm going to hit Ganger Chieftain. Oh. This is, sorry for the damage bonus. So I'm going to hit Ganger Chieftain. Or I'm going to hit Toxin, and then I'm going to hit Ganger Chieftain to lock them into Brobnar. And then drop my Drekker. I use that line on Goober all the time. Yeah, not with that attitude. So let's go Sanctum, drop Seeker of Truth, Commandeer, then let's have Seeker of Truth fight. Who should I fight? Bumpsy? I'm just trying to set myself up for a, excuse me, a good cleansing wave if I redraw it. I think this was the deck that I tried to play in a previous TCO tournament and got absolutely obliterated. Just because it does some cool stuff, but when it falls behind on board, I just slowly bleed out and lose. Let's go Sanctum. It's it's Commandeer. Ardent Hero. Capture 1. Gorm of Am, capture 1. Should I just Harvest Time and purge their largest house and just give them a fuckload of amber? Here. Merry Christmas. I do love Harvest Time, but I found myself, I use it either as artifact control or I use it as I use it as artifact control, or I use it to purge my own creatures to get a burst of amber to try and close a game out. Oh my god, demons are a really nice target right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2 humans, 1, 2, 3 giants. Should I do it? I want to, just for hilarity's sake. Let's go Anguish. Let's Gorm of Am and hit their Hallowed Blaster. Let's Harvest Time Demon. Phew. Enjoy your key, you're welcome. And I don't really want to Implosion, so I'm just going to discard it. I do miss the monthly tournaments. Those I entered regularly, where it's like the Keyforge Premier League and the other larger tournaments they're rough on my schedule to be able to play those regularly. But the TCO tournaments, you're looking at 3-4 hours. If you make the top cut, you're probably going to aim toward an 8-hour day, but they're run pretty quickly and pretty well. Jesus, how many creatures do they have in this fucking deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in Brobnar. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 10 in Dis. 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. 26 creatures. A woof. Let's go Cronus. To the left. Quixo. To the right. Trigger Cronus, Archive Gateway, Professor Tirado, and a causal loop to hit Mark of Dis. Yeah, I've been, now that work has calmed down, life as a whole has calmed down here in the Crystal Hive household. So I've been checking out a lot of other Keyforge streamers' content and trying to support them that way. I absolutely appreciate everyone supporting me, and so I'm trying to pay it forward by supporting others. Maybe not financially, but at least checking out content, doing that kind of stuff. Woof, this is a crazy board. But yeah, there's yay for stable life. Definitely checking out the other channels' tournaments that they run, and I don't know if it'll ever be something I do. It's a lot of time commitment, but I definitely tip my hat to people that are able to run their own tournaments like that. I'm gonna play Mark of Dis. We're gonna hit you with the damage and you with some damage, and I kind of just want to give them a whole bunch of amber. Giant, 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 giant. This deck is not a purging deck, but it is doing that now. Pew, 11 purged and gateway. That was bad. Okay, so I'm at about the midstream point. I am going to take a short break, about 5 minutes, and I will be back to just play some more bullshittery and just hang out. So give me about 5 minutes. Okay, sorry if that was a couple minutes more than 5, but I am back. Thanks for everyone that stuck by. What type of game should I play? We got some casuals. Let's just hop in another casual. I'm gonna play Ms. I Yzius. Oh, thank you. Okay. Huge question for you, Kelly, because you're a follower but not a subscriber. Did you see an ad when I went on break? If not, that's okay. I'm just trying to figure out all this affiliate stuff. Okay. I think I have the settings where followers and subscribers don't view an ad, but anyone that's just watching me and is not a follower or subscriber watches or gets a 3-minute ad when I'm on break. Just a little passive way to try and get some very small but worthwhile ad. That's fair. Alright. My opponent's playing a Mass Mutations, decent amount of enhancements. They have a Borrow. This is going to be rough. I don't know why they're playing this one in casual, but okay. We're going to mulligan. Oh, good old Pincerator. Another card I don't own that I would love. Well, let's go Brobner. Let's go 1-2 punch and then Grok. So I played against a competitive deck earlier this week. They had 2 Pincerator. They had 2 Snudge and 1 Infernus. And they had, I think it was 1, maybe 2 Rad Pennies. It got really, really, really gross really fast. Let's go Shadows. Let's Sucker Punch. Let's hit this Ardent Hero. Let's Nerve Blast. Hit the Ardent Hero. And then let's Ronnie. Curious about this. There it goes. 61, 67. I think the one I'm playing is a 58 or a 60. Yeah, I like this list. It's fun, has some weird stuff going on, but it's not a terrible list by any means. It is intentionally being tested for a reason I won't disclose, but it's in a list of decks to continue to visit. Yeah, Orion knows why I'm testing this deck, but I'm not going to say why on stream. And it's playing against the 67, so it's not too far out of the realm of the same SAS. So I feel like this will be a pretty good show of what this deck can do. It always feels bad trying to test a lower SAS deck and then end up sitting there and just be like, oh cool, you're playing a 78. Gross. I mean, I've got a pull up the list here. I've got a Grump Buggy in this deck with a lot of big creatures. I did pitch into the fray because my assumption was I'm not going to keep Lollop on the board for very long, and I've played a lot of Brobnar, so I'm not going to be pulling or drawing into Brobnar very much for the next few turns, and by then Lollop will most likely be dead. So I'm going to go... I guess we're going Shadows. Let's Sucker Punch. 2 hit. Cut Purse. And then I'm just going to do Keyforge. Or sorry, Night Forge. I'm playing Keyforge. Yeah, we very much do. You like to hold cards and set up combos where I'm just like, I'm not holding this for 5 fucking turns. No, get out of my hand. I have held into the fray in other testing, and it does well. 2 big deterrents to me holding it. So the first one was what I just explained, that most likely Lollop will not be on the board by the time I want to call Brobnar again. So at that point I'm going to be holding a dead card. And the other being they have a Shoulder Id out, so I have to attack Shoulder Id, and that would have given them an Amber, and then I would have killed one... I'm trying to do the math here. I would have killed 1 other creature. So I'm going to get 2 kills. I'm giving them 1 Amber for that kill. It didn't feel like holding that card was worth it. It came in my hand at the wrong time. I think this is a great time for a Swindle. Right, Shoulder Id doesn't do damage, but it steals. So I would have killed 2 others, but I had cards in my hand to kill the second. So with 3 on board, I would have killed 2 of the 3 just from Lollop. So the play line is different, but the outcome ultimately isn't. Tremor. Okay. Yeah, because I can Tremor into a 1-2 punch and take someone out. Should be nice. Or Pincerator is hurting them more than it's hurting me. Is Brobnar the line I want? I think Brobnar is still the line I want here because I don't have any steel. Flaxy's not going to do anything, so I'm going to go Brobnar. No to the archive. So let's Tremor. I'm going to Tremor. Ooh, I want to take the Shoulder Id out. So I'm going to Tremor here. 1-2 punch Shoulder Id. Foozle will come out, and then Lollop. They steal 1 on my killing of them, so I'm just going to Reap. Oh, God, I always forget Pincerator is at the end of everyone's turn. Because had I actually paid attention to that, I would have centered the Tremor on Shoulder Id and stunned Demo Knight, since Boss Zarek was going to die from Pincerator anyway. Which, you know, you live, you learn. Oh boy. Let's go Brobnar. No to the archives. We're dropping Pile of Skulls. We're dropping Grump Buggy. And we're going to remove the stun. We're going to use Cyber Giant Rig, make that a very beefy Lollop, and let's have Lollop fight Garcia and capture one. Boy. So for everyone that is checking out the stream, if you haven't followed my page, please go ahead and click that follow button on Twitch. If you love watching Keyforge content, I stream on Friday evenings and Saturday from noon to 3, both Mountain Time. Go ahead and charge up your ray gun and shoot that subscribe button too. Let's Sucker Punch Kirby. Capture one there. Ooh. Ooh. I don't really want to play Life for a Life yet. So let's go with Throwing Stars. 1, 2, because then Pincerator will kill her, and then the other one doesn't ultimately matter. You can capture. Yeah, I'm not going to Life for a Life. I don't have a good target. Keyforge is really viewer friendly. It's at its core, Keyforge is not a complicated game. It's a very the rules at the surface level are not complicated. It's gain amber, forge keys, first 3 wins. The strategy gets really deep and complicated. I mean, we've got 4 cards or card packs, sets, whatever you want to call them. We've got 4 sets. If you account for Dark Tidings coming out in March, so we got a little over a month. You've got, what is it? They generally introduce about 100 to 200 new cards per set, so about 100 probably. So we're looking at almost 1,000 cards, and it's hard to count because you got reprints and stuff and repeated cards from previous sets. But yeah, it's a very user-friendly game to watch, but to play it well, you have to have a brain that can handle knowing cards very well off the top of your head. I have eidetic memory, so I remember cards by their that's why I do the half card. I remember the cards generally by their art versus their text or their name. Yeah, and Cybergiant Rig is such an old card. Let's go Panpaka Anga to the left. What do I have to grab with regrowth? I've got Ronnie's a great pull. I think I'm going to grab a Ronnie. Just going to regrowth that. Should I pull the Mighty Tiger though? Because that's going to bump key cost up. I'm going to pull the Mighty Tiger because I want to do some damage here. And I'm going to hit Alice. Tiger will capture 1. I'm going to go Tantadin. And Rustnar. And Flaxia. Cybergiant Rig. Another creature died. Ooh. I've never seen this trigger before. The pile of skulls at the end of my turn. From Pincerator. Cool. Puts me at 6 of 6. I'm going to pitch Chroma because it's a really cool game. Kind of like Hearthstone meets Magic the Gathering, but it's all digital. and it just released, I think, I want to say Tuesday, maybe Thursday. I think it released Thursday. So it's still got a lot of bugs. It's a brand new game, but it's free to play. So if anyone wants another easily accessible digital card game, check out Chroma. It's on Steam. I think it's only on Steam right now. I don't think you can buy it elsewhere. Flaxia can't reap. Okay, I got Forged Yellow. I want to go, I really want to say Untamed because I just have such a good Untamed line to abuse here. And Darna's going to get me some good pull. Shadow's also a good play. Let's go Untamed. So Panpaka Anga's going to reap. I am actually going to put Darna to the left here to protect Panpaka. And then Flaxia can't reap. So I'm just going to reap with all this. They don't have any in the archives. I'm going to have, actually Rustnar is going to fight. To an elusive. That will take me off of check, so I'm going to just fight into Zalvadar. Let's do Pile Skulls first. GG. Cool. Ms. I took another win. Hearthstone isn't for everyone. The elements of I've only been playing single player games, so I've just only been playing against bots to learn the game. You've got multiple houses, so just the MTG houses, white, blue, red, black, all that stuff, green. So similar to that, each house or faction has their own play style, and you use mana points, but you don't play lands for your mana. You just gain an extra mana every turn. So the game escalates. It's very uniquely done, but it's still similar enough that it's not overwhelming. I think Hearthstone is very much a pay to play. I haven't been playing online at all against other players in Chroma, so I can't speak to what the card collection aspect is. What do I want to do? I'm going to play a competitive game. And I'm going to play... Let's go... I'm going to play my Gravitron deck. You know what, Orion? You are not allowed to disagree with me. You are not allowed your own opinion. What do they have? Key to this. They've got a lot of board clear. Double Infernus, triple Igor, and double Hawk. So that means this is a mulligan hand. There's so many digital card games coming out now that I forget what Richard Garfield's project was, but he had one that did not do well. People did not like it. Let's go collect the King Query. Let's go collect the King Query. All the archives, all the time. Let's go Bot Bookton. And let's discard the Gravitron. Nice. Got another Lethal Logica, so hopefully I pull something that will get the other half of the Ultra Gravitron. The race here is I need to get the Gravitron out of my discard before they play Infernus, so never mind. Yeah, they purged the Gravitron, so no Gravitron this game. Soulforge sounds familiar. I know it was graphically beautiful, but I know I never played it, so I'm not speaking from personal experience. A lot of people were complaining that there were too many paywalls. Let's go my awesome creeper. Let's go mind fire. Just get rid of an Igor, that's fine. I love this relentless creeper. A amber pip on a creeper is awesome. Yeah, go ahead and kill it. I'll just get it back next dis turn. So then, artifact, that's what it was. Okay, thank you, Silver Hubby, and welcome to the channel. I don't think I've met you, quote unquote, before. Thanks for checking out the content. Yeah, I just know that a lot of people complained about artifact, that it just didn't live up to the hype. What to do here? This is a weird line. Let's go. Ooh, this is so weird. I'm going Logos. I'll take my archives. Let's go QMX. Let's go Lycobot. Silver Hubby, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Crystal Hive. Diametric charge. Let's just go boom boom. Discard Gravitron because it is going to be useless. Let's go ahead and play Death Quark on Vinda, and then hit Dark Minion, and I will not re-trigger. Good old Strange Gizmo. They dropped that at a really good time. Unfortunately, we're going untamed, and I'm gonna gobble it. I'm gonna go Reclaimed, excuse me, by Nature, damage pip, purge the Gizmo, take the bonus pip. Let's go Resurgence. What do I have in hand? I've got Dis, so I want to grab my Dark Minion and my Infernus. And there we go, Fandangle and a Lummiloo. So I have played this deck on stream a few times. This Lummiloo is a total red herring. It is the only beast in the entire list. So sometimes if my opponent doesn't look at my list, they will target this Lummiloo, and I am absolutely happy when they do, because she's not going to do anything. She's just going to reap and gain 1. We got the Battle of the Infernus is here. Ideally, I want to kill their Infernus and purge both of them. I don't really actually care about an Amber hit here with my Infernus. I want to take their Infernuses offline, because they do have 2 not finished with you. I'm going to go Dis. Let's go Obsidian Forge. Just play a Break Key. Actually, let's reap. I'm going to Implosion just so I get that back. Let's hit the Infernus. I'm going to play the Infernus. My opponents. I'm going to hit both their Infernus. Let's go Dark Minion. And then Bonesaw will come in ready. Just reap. Do they have much that can pull me off of a 7 check? I've got a Ronnie, which will pull me off 2, but that Ronnie's in the discard. Oh boy, they've got a Graft, which won't prevent my Forge. So I'm okay sitting at 7. I'm going to hold that Break Key. And for those that have been part of my channel for a while, I remodeled behind me, so I got some printers back there. but now I have more Keyforge posters. Huh? Look at that. It's like I like Keyforge or something. I have to find space. I've got the Call of Discovery Wild Wormhole poster that I've got to find a spot for. I might just put that on the ceiling with the other smaller Vault Tour. It's blue key. Yeah, so a lot of people play Infernus and say Infernus is solely a Amber control card, and I don't buy into that whatsoever. I love Infernus to pick apart my opponent's deck. I want to find the big pieces that make your deck work, and I want to just purge them. Just shut your deck down. I like to play slower, more control-y decks so that 100% fits into my playstyle. Let's go Untamed. Let's go Song of the Wild to Reap and Reap. Let's pop Trimble over here. And let's go Rapid Evolution to put Rapid Evolution on what I want to put it on. Let's put it on Lycobot. Check at 7. Were you watching earlier, Silver Hubby, when I was getting my ass kicked? And I just dumped Harvest Time into my opponent twice to give it, I think I gave him a total of 14 Amber across the game. But I purged 15 cards. Let's go Yellow Key. Let's go, I think I'm just going to stay Untamed. Let's play a Resurgence to grab, why not? Let's just grab those guys. Let's put a Fandangle out. Reap. Reap. They are going to Harbinger here. I guarantee they're going to hit Harbinger, which is going to kill Brend and steal 3. So at this point, I can't really let that impact my play. Yeah, so I purged demons, and then I think I purged 5 demons, and then one of my own, and then I purged, I want to say 6 or 7 giants, and then I purged a couple other cards with Creeping Oblivion. And Orion, that is absolutely what I said. I'm a psychology major. I like to fuck with people's heads, and if I do that by making the game take longer, great. They just hawk. Anything? Oh, they hit my Obsidian Forge. Didn't even notice that last turn, because had I noticed it, I would have just called Dis and Obsidian Forged in one. Oh, in the deck where I have the Harvest Time, I don't believe so. I don't think it has any Infernus. Can't remember off the top of my head, unfortunately. Yep, here comes Harbinger, straight into Bonesaw. They stole 2. Yep. I got a Buzzle. Huh. I don't like that Buzzle there, though, unfortunately. Woof. So I think I need to go Dis just to help me cycle my hand. So let's go Creeper. Minion. Let's go Turnkey. Break Key. Yep, it took me a long time to learn the balance between purging my own deck to make my deck more efficient. And I love efficient decks. Like, I really like decks that truly capitalize on you're only going to be drawing great cards. This deck does that a little bit through its Logos card draw and archiving, but it still forces me to go through some of those crappy cards. Oh man, there's nothing I can do. They got too far ahead. Yeah, they had a big swing there. Playing turnkey late is always a risk. Woof. Woof. Because my card, let's see, my amber control, that's what this deck is missing, is some amber control. It's got key control. I think we just go Logos, because I can't do much, if anything, here. It's coming just to draw that, just to discard it. Pop booked in, Lethal Logica. That's discard. Eclectic Inquiry. Bouncing Death Quark, let's hit that daughter. Dark Minion, repeat it. Puzzle. Creeper. No. End turn. GG. What to do? Another competitive game? I'm just grabbing whatever cues show up at the top of my list there. Let's try my Crow deck. This is a double E-die with some pretty fun Logos nonsense. So I'll put the list up there for a little bit. Does have a graft. The general strategy of this deck is keep taxing keys until my opponent either kills my E-dies or I can't keep them off of a key any longer. Then I grab my entire archive or just make their key cost as close to 6 as possible, and I drop the graft and make them pay me all the excess. I think this is a decent logo start. I'll go ahead and grab that. What am I playing against? A Fertility Chant. No key cheat in Untamed. Excuse me. No key cheat in Star Alliance and a triple in Furnace. This is what we have to deal with now. See what you've done, Richard Garfield. You've made Infernus absolutely necessary in competitive play right now. You either rush so fast that Infernus on the other side of the table doesn't matter, or you play Infernus to slow your opponent down. No! No! Son of a bitch! I think we're gonna go Untamed and pull that Bibliophile back and drop the Fittest on him. I do have 2 Quant, which is really great for playing the Fittest, and a lot of my Untamed actions are bonus pips, so I have some pretty nice... Ooh, are they gonna hit my... What? Yeah, they're gonna purge my discard pile here. Or are they gonna hit their own? No. How do they only purge 1? You can purge up to 2. Why didn't they want to purge my Bibliophile? That's my what the fuck face? Untamed. Alright, let's regrowth. Grab that Bibliophile just so it doesn't get purged. Let's play to the left, fully heal Hapsis. Let's go Rustnar. And let's play the Fittest. Inspector, Furnace, Implosion. They're gonna hit. Ooh. Why did they hit their Furnace? I don't know. I would have hit Inspector. But okay, let's just go Logos. Graft, Bibliophile, Quant. Pay me 4, I'll be at 9 of 6. Or sorry, pay me 3, I'll be 8 of 6. At least I saw my graft before their check on their third key. Favorite house, if you can't tell by my channel name, is Mars. The favorite card. Ooh, God, my opponent's deck is just pissing me off. This is why I sometimes just stop queuing competitive, is because you just see Infernus over and over and over again right now. Incubation Chamber is cool. If I am staying in-house, man. God, I'm getting such shitty draws here. Victor Sterngrave. I'm gonna go Logos. Let's archive that. Orion, Silver Hubby asked about your favorite card, not your favorite time of year. Come on. God, favorite card from House Mars. My favorite card, I have to say, is a tie between Destroy Them All and Compod. Favorite house in the, or sorry, favorite card in the whole game. I'm gonna have to think about that. I'll get back to you when I can actually think and play at the same time. Let's go. Let's reap. Let's reap. Let's play stealth mode. Let's play groupthink tank. And then entropic swirl. Anyone have 3 traits? I think most of these are singles. Yep. So let's hit Garcia. Oh man, favorite card across the entire game. I think I have to say Ultra Gravitron. I think Ultra Gravitron is just such a... I mean, all the gigantic creatures are so... intentionally, their power is crazy. The Archivist or the Animator? Because I love Animator. I wouldn't say it's my favorite because I don't have a good deck with it to really give it some good testing. But Animator is awesome to hey, I can't use this artifact, I'm going to turn it into a creature and reap with it. There's Texture Gravitron. What's UG? Blue key. Star Alliance. No to my archives. Yes, I have a very good Ultra Gravitron deck. That was the one I just was playing, but wasn't able to play it because my opponent purged half of my big guy. Do that. Let's go walls to the right. Now, do I play Quixel? Do I play Quixel? Let's play the fittest. I think I play Quixel to slow down the bullshit of Infernus. And that's the catch with... I was playing I mean, you've watched my streams. Sometimes I just do shit and I'm like, that probably wasn't the best thing to do. I discarded half of my Gravitron, and the immediate turn after, my opponent grabbed Dis and hit the half of Gravitron with Infernus. In a tournament, like when there's actually something on the line, some type of prize, I would not discard Gravitron. I would just hold it because I don't want to risk Infernus purging it. I am going to go, let's see, anything elusive on their side. Nope, anything elusive on my side. I've got walls. That's it. Okay, what am I doing? I think I'm going Untamed. No to the archives. So let's have Rustnar fight. Explore over. Get rid of Peace Accord. Or I guess I triggered Peace Accord. I'm going to get rid of my platform. Reap, fully heal. Cauldron Boil. Perilous Wild. Discard. I'm sorry, what am I looking at for Gravitron? I'll pull the list up here. Put it on the other screen so I can look at it while I'm playing. Safe house. Let's see, so looking at the deck list, I mean, you've got Animator, right? So move an artifact. Are you animating the safe house? So this is going to be the most logical animation or animator trigger. Oh, there we go. Orion beat it to me. Orion beat me to it. Balls. So let's go Logos. No to the archives. Let's play Edai. and archive. Red alert. Yeah, so when it'll move as a creature, it won't lose its action. That's reap. And reap. Mimicry looks really good right now. Let's grab... Yeah, let's Mimicry Stirring Grave to grab Edai. Put that in my archive.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
You did it, Mortivis. Okay, let's end turn. I had it turned off on my end, so I didn't hear it, but I'm glad that the panel works. That's awesome. I actually set it up properly. Yeah, I'm gonna change the volume on that. I saw it read out my, it maxed out my volume. What am I doing? I'm going here. Library, sounds, channel points. We are going to put that down to 50. 60 will probably be okay. Okay. So loud. Let's go. Star Alliance. Note of the archives. Reap with Kirby. Let's pop a quadricorder there on Ambassador Lou. Let's put Car over there, and let's bump up Quant. And let's zap to hit Tink. And dump the rest in the history cog. I'm still trying to get a good gauge of the cost of points. So it's a little expensive now, and I apologize for that. But I wanted to try and add some fun stuff for people to do, and I'm trying to get a gauge of how many points people earn per stream. And yes, that was Shia LaBeouf. Just do it! I think I can also... I can just play the sound. But growing up, I was a huge, huge Mortal Kombat fan. So we're just gonna do this. I hope... Did you guys hear that? The toasty? That's for my spicy plays. Alright, there's fuck all I'm gonna do. A little quiet. So that one was a little quiet. Problem is they're not normalized, so let's try this again. I guess we're going Untamed. Maybe. Let's go Logos. Let's go. Steel. Tropic Swirl. Let's hit... Dude, it's not gonna kill any of them, is it? Nope. So let's just hit Rust and R for 4. Reap. Discard, discard. Well, I'm getting my ass kicked in competitive today, but I'm doing well in casual, so that tells you a lot about about me. Okay, let's go there. Just close all this. Let's see what we got for casual. These are all locked. Let's play against Smoky Witch. Ooh, my best deck. Should I be that asshole and dump it into a casual queue? My best. See, the problem is, so I have a lot of decks that do well. I don't have any decks that are massively overwhelming. I would say my best well-rounded deck is this one, Agripiece. It's an 80 SAS. And I'm playing it in casual, so I'm going to be that asshole. I'm going to keep. What is that? Hook? Bad form, bad form. That's when they're playing baseball. Yeah, you can quote Hook and I will know exactly the scene. I watched that movie religiously as a kid. Was it when I love the scene when the older boy of all the kids is in the clock shop with Hook and he has a pocket watch that starts ticking and he just starts laughing because Hook goes crazy and he's like, "Oh, you're crazy." Oh, so good. Such a funny movie. Let's go Logos. Going to Reap. Drop a daughter. I'm going to use Scientifical Hack because it really doesn't get use in this deck, so I play it and then get rid of it so I can shuffle it back in. And I'm going to fight to kill, draw 2, Thorium Plasmate, move to the right, end turn. When I'm trying to purge from this deck, I'll Bangarang, Rufio. I want, so my dis list is my weakest. So I want my lesser Oxtet to ideally get rid of some of the lesser impactful dis creatures. I also can use E on the fringes to do that. If I'm hitting anything else, I want some of my lesser impactful creatures from Logos to go. I don't want to hit a lot of my Saurian, but there are some targets in Saurian that can go. Most of what I'm trying to hit with my Oxtet are creatures or actions that don't have pips. I'm gonna go Dis. Let's go Rock Gub. Then Dendrix. Gleeful Mayhem is going to hit Calfine. Let's hit Rock Gub. Let's hit Groupthink and Centurion. I'm going to hold Oxtet because I like these cards, but I don't want to play Oxtet. Good old hit and run. Fuck you, Simon. Let's go Saurian. Spiral. Let's go Stenopius. Go ahead and put an Amber on him. Let's Chant of Hubris, pop it onto Simon. And until Simon gets off the board, I don't want to play Tribute, because I don't want Simon to get that Amber. I think to more... Oh, well, they're just going to give me Simon. That's fine. More to answer the question, I've got 2 decks. Hold up, 2. That's 4. I have 2 decks that I consider my best. This is probably my best well-rounded. It is a little slower, has a little more obvious holes, but it's not terrible. I then have my Prof. Croc Fotiu, who that deck just dominates board control. It can fall behind, but if it gets ahead, it has ways to just maintain board control the entire time. And that one is probably my other super strong deck. Let's go Saurian. So let's pop an auxiliary there. Let's have you fight there. Do I want to tribute? Not really. Let's have you go and reap. Don't need a tribute yet. What do they have? They have anything to bounce? They have, I mean, they had their Simon. They've got 2 exiles, Favor of Rex, which is cool. Chimera Eclipse, so I want to keep, and there's the Chimera Eclipse, so I wanted to keep my exalted creatures off the flanks, but they just played it, so I don't have to worry about it for an entire draw through the deck. They do have a TMTP, so I need to stay at 6. I don't want to push above 6, and I just kind of have to ride out any type of steal or capture they have. So let's go blue. Tribute would be a great turn right now. I think that's what I'm gonna play. Just keep them off a key, limit my hand down so I can get this Oxted on the board. So let's go Saurian. Reap. Not add an extra amber, but I'm going to tribute and not add an extra amber and turn. See, this hand I'm okay with purging, so I'll play the E, play the Harbinger, and then probably purge these 3. Life without a risk is very easy to do now. Just walk outside and not wear a mask in public. That's super easy to live without, or to live with risk. So let's go Dis. Ooh. If I play E, let's play E. I'm gonna discard, and I'm gonna purge. They don't look like they have a ton of board presence. I'm just gonna count before I make this decision. I've got 1 Harbinger, so they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20 creatures. So I do want to keep this Gleeful Mayhem. I'm gonna hit the Rock Gub, discard it, steal 1, and let's go Lesser Octet. And I pull my Infernus and Evil Eye, so my Dis is starting to do some work here now. Mega Narp. Anytime someone puts a creature next to Narp and tries to reap with it, I'm tempted to just go like, Narp? Ain't allowed to do it, Narp. Let's go dis. Reap. And reap. Let's drop this in Furnace. Hit my opponent's discard pile. I do not like the hawk. And I think I hit Amber in this matchup right now. So let's hit that exile. Then let's play Draining Touch. Get rid of my Gnarp. Discard the Misery Exile. Let's get rid of, Misery Exploit. Let's go ahead and purge it and steal one and hold that Evil Eye on a check at 6. Oubliette. They're gonna hit my Oxtet or my E. They're both really good targets for them to take off. So they hit my E. That's fine. The reason I like this deck so much is it's got GG. In each house, it has a way to tax keys. So Raider Gallums in Saurian, Evil Eye, and Oxtet in Dis. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and join this competitive. I'll play my other competitive deck for you. The Silver Hubby. Gordon Prof Croc Fautieu. Yeah, so it's, sorry, for Dis, it's got Infernus, it's got Evil Eye, E on the fringes, Lesser Oxtet. Saurian has Raider Gallum, and then Logos has Edai. So I've got key taxes in each house. I've also, most of my Amber control from that deck is in Dis. Most of my Amber manipulation in that deck is in Saurian. That's a rough start. I'm gonna mulligan that. Into a 2/2/2. Let's go Dis and drop the Inspector. So here's the deck list for you to look at. And you're welcome. Saturdays, unless I have a theme, I just quick draw, play whatever I feel like right in that moment. So playing competitive today, I think I've gone 50-50 competitive and casual, and I snuck one sealed game in there and regretted it immediately. I think I gravitate to this deck most because I absolutely love Candle Unit. It's such a cool card. So I love being able to get that out, and then it even if my opponent can't kill it, it often makes my opponent think twice about, should I actually be reaping right now? That's all kinds of the mind fuckery that I like. So it's Reap, Lilithal, Rock Gub. I will hold because I do not have any Amber. And this is the kind of game where I'm in a competitive queue, so I need to play as if I'm in a tournament. Playing casually, I will often play this graft early. In competitive queues, I'm going to hold it until I need it. So it's just going to sit in my hand for a little while. And Orion's going to be like, oh, thank God he's playing properly. Let's go Logos. Let's drop Candle Unit. And Daughter. Double Scutum, double Ideal. Yes, I have. Yeah, because don't you have... Oh, that's the one with a ton of... I don't have any in this deck. Tons of fighters. Whatever. Legionary. Okay, so if I play 3 Fates, I'm hitting Shadow Self, and I'm hitting Candle Unit. I do not want to do that. So we're going to go... let's go with this anyway. Let's play a Rot Gub. Reap. Actually, I'm going to fight and hit quick, so. Play another Lilithal. Creeping Oblivion. Get rid of those 2 cards. Hold that 3 Fates. Yeah, you'll find plenty to critique me about. This deck, and I can't remember the name of the other deck. I have a deck that has a Candle Unit and a Psionic Officer Lang. So if my opponent reaps, I just get a ton of stuff. I draw a card, archive a card, draw a card, archive a card. And I really want to continue to use this board. So let me, yeah, I can hit their board pretty well here. So I'm going to go this again. Reap. I'm actually going to reap. They're going to get this Amber back, but that's fine. So I'm going to reap, then I'm going to 3 Fates. So I'm going to hit their Shadow Selves, and then this Wounded Lilithal. Check at 7. And what's really nice is I love to see Coda decks against this deck. AoA is decent too, because they generally don't have the big enough bodies to deal with Candle Unit. Sanctum can do it super easily with, oh god, I can't remember card names right now. The power 5 or higher purge it. The harder they come, or the harder they fall, whatever. I'm gonna make my blue key. I'm gonna drop some Saurian nonsense. Let's go both my golden spirals. Perfectus Ludo. Draco Praco. And should I tribute? I feel like tribute right now is a bad idea. Fuck, I'll play it anyway. Let's pop it on Lilithal. I mean, Coda Sanctum and anything, you just kind of look at it and you're like, I'm sorry. I mean, you could just pull the trick of queuing in casual and just like, this is my first game ever with this deck. I don't know what I'm doing. I just love that this Candle Unit is still out. And Moon Cursor actually could get rid of it. If they stack their fights to ping the armor, they could Bad Penny then Moon Cursor and kill it. So we're going to go Logos. And we're just going to make sure that doesn't happen with this Twin Bolt emission. So we're going to hit Moon Cursor. And then we're going to hit Naughty the Thief and go pew pew. And then we're going to drop my Automaton, which is fucking stupid. I don't think I have anything. Yeah, cool. So we're going to go left. I'm going to hit the Urchin. I'm going to reap and reap. And end turn, hold that graft. I mean, if someone in casual is really looking into... Ooh, punched my microphone. If they're really looking into how many times you've played a deck, I don't know. Like, the amount of effort it takes to... Granted, it's you're typing a website, looking up a deck, or looking up a... excuse me, a player name. But still, it's... Just finish the game. Like, yeah, cool, they brought a ridiculously powerful SAS. Either concede and leave, or just play it out and see what happens. if it's a close game and you're playing, just to use your example, Kelly, if they've got a 83 SAS deck against your 60 something and it's a close game, then either they're bad, or that, I guess there's three. They're bad, that deck's overranked, or excuse me, or you're at a point where your deck is actually better than it's being ranked at. All of this said, I'm going to go Saurian and just keep building the board. So we're going to drop this Spartosaur here in a minute. Raider Gallum. Spartosaur. We're going to go Chant of Hubris to move this to Ganymede Archivist. Going to Reap with Ludo. Going to Reap and Exalt to enrage all shadows. And then I'm going to Phalanx Strike right there. I am going to call that quits. Golden Spiral. Gonna hit the Reassembling Automaton and Reap. Golden Spiral, gonna hit the Automaton and Reap. They do have a TMTP, which I'm getting really lax about, but my thought process, if I go really far past Forge, I just graft and get it back. Since I do have graft in hand, I do have that failsafe, and I didn't see anything. They have a subtle maul, but it's not in play yet. Past that, they don't have any hand discard. But they're dropping a huge battle fleet play here. Yeah, and this is why, yeah, they GG. They just conceded. They're like, fuck this. This card, so Candle Unit, is my, honestly, now that I think about it, Candle Unit is my 100% absolute favorite card in Keyforge right now. Past that, this Candle Unit, Odoak, Reassembling Automaton, Spartosaur, there's so many crazy things this deck can do. I need to stay ahead, and I need to keep board control. So if my opponent has hard board wipes, I need to be mindful not to build too wide. Because if I build too wide, they're going to wait for me to dump all my creatures and board wipe, and then I'm sitting with no way to rebuild my board, and I'm going to lose. So if my opponent has a really hard board clear in their list, I do play much slower, but I generally play in the same style. Like, if they had hard board wipes, I would have just kept, what did I have, 5 or 6 creatures out, and just keep calling Dis or Logos and just Reap. I'm only getting 3 or 4 Amber a turn, but I'm playing slow enough and not continuing to build, that then if they can't kill my Candle Unit, I have a massive hand to, after their board wipe, just dump creatures. So I play this deck 2 different ways. I play one way if they don't have board clears, and you saw what I was doing. I was just flooding the board. If they do have board clears, I slow that down dramatically and try and abuse the Candle Unit to have a huge hand to rebuild after a wipe. But that deck has been really surprising me. It shouldn't surprise me, but I'm sitting at almost 70% win rate. I'm 9-4, and 2 of these I made massive misplays that I should have won those games. So I mean, if we're playing optimum play, I'm 11-2. Really great deck, really cool deck, and it has earned the right to be double sleeved in my collection. I only have 2 decks that are double sleeved. Past that, it is 2:53, which means I do not have time for another game, so I am going to sign off and end the stream for today. Next Friday, I've got all kinds of cool automated posts going, so everyone will be kept in the loop of what's going on. But next Friday is the first rollout of my Friday night Battle Royale. So start thinking about the formats you want to challenge me to, the decks you want to use. You could have me play a deck against you. If you challenge me, you get to say what happens in the match. If I'm not playing a match, it's just going to be a hangout and chat stream. So just come out and hang out, collect some points, challenge me to a match, or just watch. But thank you to all the new followers, new subscribers. Stay tuned for some really cool goodies next week. I'm going to tease that one more time. But thank you, Silver Hubby. Thank you, Kelly, Orion, everyone else, Goober. I'm not going to name everyone by name, but thank you, everybody. I will see you next week. And remember, when it comes to Keyforge, when in doubt, reap it out. Take care.